What is up, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you how I turned this 1970 Challenger from this into this. It all started when I was taking my morning stroll in the junkyard and I ran across this thing. Challengers are one of my favorite cars in general, and so when I spotted one, a 1970 Challenger, which is one of my favorite years, I knew that I was going to buy it no matter how bad condition it was in. This one in specific had over 200,000 miles on it and it had been sitting for at least 20 years, but that didn't mean anything to me. I knew I could get it running. I had a bunch of options to decide between, but at the end of the day, I decided with a V8 2-carb OHV supercharged engine to put in this 1970 Challenger. Before I could work on the engine, I got started on the exterior, got all that fixed up, and put on new parts where they were needed, and then it was time to take the engine out and start working on the new one. I'm not going to show every detail because it did take me about 2 hours to do in real time, but basically what I did with the engine was I picked which one I wanted, and then every part that I could possibly get a performance version I got, which will increase the performance of the car. It'll increase the horsepower, the torque, all that different stuff that adds to the speed. For example, all the rods were performance versions, which just increases your output and all those different things. But some things like, you know, the oil pan at the bottom, you can't get a performance version, but everything that I could put on there to increase the efficiency and increase how fast this thing can go, I did put. And just like that, the engine is done. It looks super cool, especially with that intake up at the top. It looks very sharp. It's going to stick out the hood a little bit. Did a little bit of work off camera because I forgot to hit record like a dummy. But I basically just started from the back, took everything off that I could, and then went over to the workbench, repaired everything that I could, and got the new tire setup that I wanted to have. Once the rear end was mostly done, I moved to the exhaust and then over to the gearbox, got a custom one, got the starter and everything on there that I needed, and then it was time to start working on the front axle and everything connected to that. Got everything installed and put in. Now it's just time. I gotta do the fluids, and then I'm gonna go ahead and run a dyno test just to see what this thing's looking like, speed and horsepower and everything wise. started the dyno test, and doesn't this thing just sound amazing? Listen to this right here. It's a bit hard to see, but the measured power is 1,081, I believe, horsepower, and then 1,951 torque, which is pretty crazy. This is the car now that it's all finished. Decided to throw some chameleon orange paint on there. Just got the engine sticking out of it, it looks sharp. Got the big wheels in the back, smaller in the front, just to get that classic old Challenger look. Now all we got left is to see how fast this thing really is. So basically what you can see is that with all the performance parts and everything else I did to this car, and it working out and coming out super fast. This thing is lightning fast. It gaps every other car it goes against in like even the highest tournaments that you can do on this game for the drag racing. This video has been super fun to make, especially restoring an old Challenger from, you know, the rusty beginning parts we saw all the way up till now where it's all shiny and super fast. Thank you all for watching, especially if you stayed till the very end. Go ahead and give me a like, subscribe, show your friends if you think it's cool, and leave something in the comments for what you think I should do for my next video with this game or any other games you guys would like me to share.